So I would like, first of all, to say hello to everyone. And I would like also to inform you that this webinar will be recorded for marketing purpose. So today, the webinar actually will talk about the new regulation, about the new CR regulation and the trade name reforms. So first of all, I would like to introduce myself to you. So my name is Ahmed Gomaa, and I'm Senior Operation Manager in Saudi Office Branch. And I'm honored to be with you in this webinar. And I'm looking forward to contributing today's discussion. And also I have my colleague Sitah. Sitah, could you introduce yourself?
Yeah, sure. Thank you, Ahmed. Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. My name is Sitah Alsulami. I'm the operations team leader at Sitah KSA. I would like to thank you all for joining us today. And I'm very honored to be part of the speakers in this webinar, and hopefully we'll reach the target and the correct information delivered to the business owners. Thank you.
So we're gonna move to the webinar agenda now. So the first that we will talk about the introduction, and then the vision of 2030, and then the commercial registration reforms, what is the updates and news, and also the measure for changes, the trade name and the regulations. The point number 5, the action plan for businesses, and also in the end of the webinar, we will have a live, so you guys can, you can ask us for any question, and we will answer you in the end of the meeting. Thank you. So the introduction to Sapphire Star. So first of all, we need to inform you that Sapphire Star present in globally in United Arab Emirates, Saudi Arabia, Europe, United States, and also Japan. And we are providing a comprehensive services, which is VAT compliance, including like the accounting services, and also tax advisory, business setup and maintenance, and also business solution. And recently, we already have a co-working space and private offices in Saudi office branch. We have over 15 years experience. We have expertise, people working with us globally around the world, and also will take the journey to success for any business leaders that you want to expand their business around the world. So the Saudi Vision 2030 related to the legal reform. So actually Saudi Arabia, they replace the old law related to the name reservation and also the CR regulation to the new law, which is implemented in 1446, and also with the Gregorian calendar, which is 2024 September, and the publishing date, it was in October 2024. And from the publishing date, the new law, which is implemented actually after 180 days, which is start effectively from April 2025. So the references here, the Royal Decree M83 and dated in 1446, which is here is the part is related to the new law, which is the overview related to commercial registration reforms and key changes compliance updates. So the first point, which is the launch of the Unified National Commercial Register, and also the introduction of the annual electronic data confirmation, which is no expiration and just confirmation. Overview of mandatory banking account linking, 5 years grace period for the entities with multiple CRs, penalties, compliance, major no financial focus, and also elimination of city-specific CR regions for centralization registry. The first point, which is related to the commercial registration reforms, which is they launched the Unified National Commercial Register. Before it was a CR number, and which is the CR number linked to all the governments. And even if any company have a sub branches in Saudi Arabia, they use also the CR numbers, which is now under the new regulation, they change all of this CR number to be a unified national commercial register number, which is it will be only a unified commercial register number, and it will be effectively in all the government portal, which is under the NIC, the National Information Center. This is, it will make the record with the government clearer than before, because before each company which is have different subsidiaries or branches, they have a different numbers as well. But now only it will be a unified number related to the company, and all the branches also, it will be cancelled, and it will be under one company and one CR only. Point number 2 is the annual electronic data confirmation. The previous law or the previous regulation, just only like every year you must be renew the CR. You have to renew the CR every year, and also to submit it through the system and do the payment. After that, the CR it will be renewed. But here, after the new system which is implemented already, that you only need to do the data confirmation. There is no any expiration date for the CR, and it will be just a data confirmation. In case if you already amend something on the company, or let's see the management of the managers, or any other details like you want to change the company name, or you want to like amend anything on the CR, you have to amend it and then submit the data confirmation every year to confirm the data on the system. And the CR, it will be as an incorporation certificate. It will be not as a specific CR with expiration date. So that's why it will be alive without any expiration date, unless you're no longer carrying on any business, or you will cancel the CR. Point number 3, which is the annual electronic data confirmation. Here is the deadline for submission. Like if the CR is still like, because on the system it will showing the expiration date of the data confirmation. So it will showing that the next data confirmation, let's see, it will be next year. So next year you can, on this date, a specific date, you can, before the expiration date, you can renew within 10 days, or after the expiration within a maximum 90 working days. So in 90 days, you can do the data confirmation. If after 90 days from the expiration date, then it will be, the CR, it will be suspended. The consequences here for the non-submission, all the CR, you cannot use it anymore because it will be suspended of non-submission of data confirmation. But you can only allow to download this like services on the system. If you want to printing the CR in Arabic or English, or printing the extract of the CR, or lifting the suspension, which is related to the data confirmation, and amend your situation, it will be fine. And also you can request the CR cancellation. All of this service, it will be available during the suspension on the system. Otherwise, you have to remove the suspension and do the data confirmation. Point number 3, it's related to the corporate bank for the company. So any company here in Saudi Arabia, once they got the MISA license, if a foreign company or even a local company, they apply for MISA, or if a local will apply for CR. So from the issuance of CR, you have 90 working days to submit the application to any bank or any local or foreign bank inside Saudi Arabia to get the bank account for the company to be like as a corporate bank. So this is, it will be also make your accounting and all the transaction already recorded on the bank, and it will be not effective with the tax authority, with ZATCA. Point number 4, which is related to the 5 years compliance period for the multi-CR entities. This is actually this part related to the companies that have branches in or sub-branches in Saudi Arabia, and As per the new law, they give a 5 years from the implementation of this law to amend all this license to be under one CR only. Like for example, like in Saudi Arabia, like many restaurant or pharmacies or let's see hospital or any other entities which is have hundreds of branches, they use a separate CR license. They use a separate CR for their branches, which is now under the new law, you cannot use this CR anymore, and you have to cancel or you have to shift all the details or all the CR to the parent company or to the main one, which is already in Saudi Arabia. Point number 5, which is related to the penalties and enforcement. So previously, under the previous law, if there is any inspection by Ministry of Commerce, so there is a penalty straight away. If the inspector, he come to check the company documents, and find anything which is against the regulation and the conditions, then they will put a penalty straight away. But now, under the new regulation, there is no any penalties. It will be just only warning to correct your situation. Just only warning without any financial fines or any violations. Point number 6, which is the unified CR region. Before it was, if you want to practice any business in Jeddah or any different cities, you have to open a CR in these cities. So to avoid all of these things under the new law, the CR, it will be effectively valid in the whole kingdom. If you have a project in Red Sea, if you have a project in Jeddah, Medina, Mecca, in any other cities in the whole kingdom, you can practice your business easily under one CR. Whatever the place of the CR is issued under Riyadh or Dammam or Jeddah or any other area, it will be the same. It will be only one CR, effective and valid for the whole kingdom. And it will be working for any government competition or any government related, it will be valid in all kingdom. So here is the last point for the commercial registration part, and I will leave the last part to my colleague Sitah. She will explain to you the part related to the name reservations.
Thank you, Ahmed. Hi again, everyone. So as Ahmed covered the major updates on the CR or the commercial registration, I will walk you through the second set of legal changes that we have today, which is related to the trade name regulations. We will be talking about pre-registration of the name reservation, the trade names as a transferable assets, and the border naming standards, enhanced name protection, and the clear guidelines on personal and geographic names. Okay, in general, these reforms are transforming the way that businesses in Saudi Arabia are conducting. It will add more security, more protection, and use the trade names in a more manually controlled way from the business side. They bring more flexibility to the businesses and stronger legal protections also, and new commercial opportunities. First, we have the pre-registration name reservation. So what do we mean about, sorry, Ahmed, can you go back? What do we mean of pre-registration name reservation? So one of the key reforms is that businesses now can reserve the trade name before completing their commercial registrations. This gives the entrepreneurs the chance or the ability to secure their name early on starting the process while they finalize their operational, finances, or licensing steps. This reservation can also be extended. So in case of anything changes during the plan or during the implementing of the business, marketing the startup phase more strategic and less rushed. Moving to the next or a major shift under the new laws. So the second we have, trade names now are transferable. What does transferable assets mean? A major shift under the new laws is the trade names are now considered independent and transferable assets. Previously, trade names are tied directly to the company or the business that registered them. Now, with the new regulations, they can be sold, they can be licensed, they can be reassigned also. So this option, or this kind of options that the new regulations opens to the business, it will open the door for monetizing trade names, whether that through brand sales, franchising, or intellectual property transactions also. It adds real economic value to the company's branding, which is amazing from the new regulations, as we can see, and hopefully it will be workable as much as we can use it. So next we have the expanded trade, the broader naming standards. So as we know beforehand with the old regulations, companies can only reserve the name in Arabic language only. So now the new regulations opens the chance for the companies to reserve their names in Arabic, in Arabized terms, in English also, which will open a new side or a new opportunity for companies who are focusing on internationally or globally. Also, another thing that they can use alphabetic or numeric combinations. We have also the enhanced name protection. What do we mean of enhanced name protection or improved name protection? So the new regulations specifically reduced the confusion and better protection brands. The ministry has straightened the rules for trade name similarity. So if you have a company with a specific name, if another company wants to register and it's really close to your company name or business name, or it's similar or the exact one, there'll be a chance from the government to block this request or challenge this request. This will give the business owners and the entrepreneurs the stronger legal standing to protect their reputation. And also it will give the customers the clarity to distinguish between different companies, different businesses, to avoid all these confusions and to protect the business name as part of their brand. Lastly, or the thing we have for the trade name regulations, the clear guidelines on personal and geographic names. So there are also clearer rules for using personal names, for example, family names or geographic locations, such as using a city, for example, using Riyadh, Dammam, Mecca, etc. So these updates aim to preserve the cultural integrity of Saudi Arabia and avoid also misleading to the branding. In some cases, if you request or you want to reserve such a name, including your family name, including a city specifically, additional approval or documentation might be required from you from the government side, especially if they are referenced to a well-known figures or specific regions. Okay, so this part will finish up the trade name registrations, the new reforms. Just to give you a recap, the actions or steps as a business owner or entrepreneur you need to look for or you need to do in the next step in your business. To make the most of these reforms, here are the practical actions steps business owners should be taken based on our advice for you. First, you have, as my colleague Ahmed mentioned, consolidate any multiple commercial registrations under your company or your business to have only one CR. Second, ensure that your CR or commercial registration data is confirmed annually through the Ministry Digital Platform, which is Saudi Business Center or SPC. Third, you have to link the commercial bank account within 90 days of the CR issuance to stay compliant with the regulations. Finally, you have to re-evaluate, as I mentioned to you, your trade name strategy. With this new legal flexibility and protection tools now, this could be perfect time for you to register the name or to rebrand your company or to protect your name's business name. It's also strongly advised to consult legals or to consult corporate advisors to help you navigate these changes and align your branding approach with the updated laws. Because as you know, some of things are maybe confusing for business owners in Saudi Arabia, or maybe it's too much. So seeking help and seeking advice from experts will benefit you in your journey in a way that you cannot expect. Finally, to summarize, as we mentioned, these reforms, it marks a significant step in modernizing Saudi Arabia's business environment. It makes it more globally aligned to the marketplace and contributes a clearer and more competitive marketplace. Whether you are a startup, an SME, or a large firm existing in Saudi Arabia, these changes are designed to help you strengthen your brand and to protect your market presence. So make sure to follow these regulations and keep these updates on your side, because as much as it restricts, as much as it helps entrepreneurs and companies in Saudi Arabia to expand and to be more globally present. Okay, so this will bring us to the Q&A portion of our session. You can write all your questions in the chat, and me and Ahmed will be very happy to clarify any aspects of what the CR regulations or trade name regulations and how it might impact your operations or your business.
Thank you, Sitah. Thank you for your explanation.
So do we have any questions? You can ask anything. We will help you. This is a free advice.
Hi, Sitah.
Hi.
Hi, can you hear me? My name is Michael from Desert River.
Yeah.
Thank you for the presentation, Ahmed and Sitah. This is very clear. Could you give us an indication of the cost of pre-registration of trade names? And what is the time frame for it? So I do not have a company in Saudi yet. I'm thinking of it, but it would be very good to already pre-register, as you mentioned. How does the process look like, and roughly what's the cost?
Okay, sure. Well, in the previous regulations, there were no cost for trade names. It was free to register or reserve a trade name. But with the new regulation, as it's clear to us now, it's 500 per name if it's got reserved. For the timeline, it's supposed to be per the government, or based on the government's instructions, 10 working days. But as you know, this is a new process, a new regulations, and they are using new platforms. So currently, it might be taking more than what they expect, but moving forward, it should be way less.
And sorry, quick follow-up question. Is such pre-registration okay to use for registration of a domain name, for which before, of course, one needed to have a company in Saudi to have the domain name protected as well?
Sorry, can you rephrase your question? The domain name, you mean like the existing name for the company?
No, sorry, the domain name. So the website name, can that be registered once a company has the pre-registration of the trade name?
Yeah, once you pre-register or you register during your process, if you reserve that name, you can use it whenever you want during your business.
The specific question related to that, he mentioned about the domain, if you want to register or revoke domain in Saudi Arabia. So this part, actually, it can be only done after you get the CR. If you want to register a domain which is ended by .sa, so you have to get the CR first. So the name reservation, it has to be done, and then you get the CR, and after that you will submit the CR to book your domain.
Okay, so that has not changed, right? The pre-registration does not change that process.
Yes, exactly. Especially for domain, because this is not related to the Ministry of Commerce.
Okay, thank you. That's clear.
Thank you. Here is another question from Yusuf Muhammad. about the branches, and it will be one CR when it will take effect. So actually, the regulation is already implemented and effectively from April 2025. So is already implemented. So, but they give a grace period 5 years. If any company has sub branches or any branches, they need to combine all in one CR. So they give a 5 years from April 2025. Another question from marketing. The amendments can be done effectively. Is there any timeline to get active? So actually, once the CR, it will be registered, or the company, a normal company, on the system, it will showing exactly the confirmation date. So the confirmation date of data confirmation, it will be mentioned on the system.
Do we have any other questions? Sure. Okay. As Sarah already mentioned in the chat, if you have any other questions, any other concerns, or something you want to discuss or get advice, you can contact us on our email info.sa@safaristar.com.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay then. Okay, sorry, correction, it's .net, not .com. Okay, I think thank you all for joining us today. If you want to add anything, Ahmed, from your side?
No, it's okay. Thank you guys for attending the webinar. Thank you so much. And if you have any question, as Sitah she's mentioned, you can contact us in info.sa@safaristar.net. And also here, the information for the meeting, you can scan the QR code and you can see all the points that we discussed about it during the webinar. Thank you so much.
Thank you all. And if you need any other information, any advice during your business setup, we are here to help. You can contact us, reach us anyway, with WhatsApp, on our website, on email. We can help you and guide you through your business setup. Thank you all for joining us. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Bye.